Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Regular. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Blue down. Hey, seam 6. 58, boy. 58 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, alert! Sponge! No!
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
61, matchbox, light.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
$58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. Hurry!
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards there, first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 44 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Your track. Hurry.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of... Turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down, Rams.
Come on, tonight. 180. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep up. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Check 4, check 4. Real.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 36, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
180! I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you. Alert, 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 alert. Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. What's that?
3rd and long for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
We go tonight. 120. Come on. 49. Check 49.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go, defense.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hurry, hurry! 25, check 25, check 25.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Loss on the play. And it's third down. Third and 12.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
44, Mike, 44. I'm coming around 5.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Buying time to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check your hot read. Kill. Merlin.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Hurry, hurry. Watch the whip.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check.
And again, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the edge. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a score closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Watch the pass.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Rush in, rush in. Recon, 132 fighter.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right here, right here. Real. He's checking crack. Slam. Alert, flare.
They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Watch the screen. Slam.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Switch. 5.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Regular. Hurry. All right, here we go. Let's go.
4th down, Mayfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry.
At the 32-yard line.
They run. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There he goes left side. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 56 yards on the ground.
Check 26. Run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. No. Off. Kill. Real. Check. Shit.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for LA,